January 2025, a new year, a new frontier. And somewhere in the heart of it, beneath the blinding lights of next-gen showcases and bombastic LAA trailers, one quiet challenger waits on the grid. Assetto Corsa EVO, no flashy campaign, no celebrity endorsements, just a simple promise whispered through the roar of engines. The most ambitious sim racer Kunos Simulazioni has ever built. But here's the thing. EVO isn't just about speed, it's about feel. It's about the war between man, machine, and the ever-changing elements. You'll fight against every subtle twitch of the suspension, every unexpected patch of rain on the tarmac. You'll chase the perfect lap that might never come. And all of it, every ounce of struggle, will come from a game that's launching, unfinished, an early access leap of faith. So, is it a gamble worth taking? Is this truly the next evolution of hardcore sim racing? Or just a beautiful mirage in the distance? Buckle up, let's find out. Step into Assetto Corsa EVO, and you'll feel it instantly. This is not just an incremental upgrade. Beneath the surface hums a brand new DirectX 12-powered engine, pumping life into every cloud, shadow, and shimmering reflection on the track. But EVO's ambition runs deeper than just eye candy. The experience is built around feel, that elusive, gut-level connection between driver and car. And for that reason, Kunos is taking an early access route, letting players enter the garage months before full release. It's a calculated risk, a dance between unfinished mechanics and raw community feedback, all in pursuit of the perfect lap. At launch, you'll find two core single-player modes, practice sessions and quick race. On the surface, they sound simple. But don't be fooled. Practice is your proving ground, where you'll wrestle with new vehicles under dynamic weather conditions. Quick race? A place to test your mettle in full-blown, AI-driven showdowns, where the line between control and chaos is razor-thin. Beneath every lap lies a simmering tension, the knowledge that EVO is still evolving, and that every bug, every wobble, every triumph you experience will help forge the final game. In this world, you're not just a player, you're a test driver on the bleeding edge. Progression in Assetto Corsa. EVO isn't about unlocking flashy cutscenes or ticking boxes on a battle pass. It's about earning your place behind the wheel, one challenge at a time. Enter the Driving Academy. For the first time in the series, EVO introduces a dedicated space where players can sharpen their skills and chase perfection. Think of it as the spiritual successor to Gran Turismo's legendary license tests, but tailored for the modern sim racer. Here, every track is dissected into step-by-step segments. You'll tackle them with different cars under varying conditions, each designed to test a specific aspect of your technique. Nail each challenge and you'll earn coveted licenses, the keys to unlocking your dream machines. But this isn't just a grind. There's a deeper pull, a kind of inner battle. Because in EVO, raw speed isn't enough. Precision, patience, and adaptability matter just as much. The Academy forces you to unlearn bad habits, confront your limits, and slowly forge the instincts of a true driver. With every license earned and every credit spent on that next dream car, you're not just progressing through content, you're progressing through yourself. And in a game built on realism, that kind of journey hits harder than any scripted story ever could. Of course, all the precision in the world would mean nothing if the cars themselves didn't feel alive. And in Assetto Corsa EVO, they do. At launch, the early access build will feature 20 meticulously crafted vehicles, with over 100 planned for the full release. Each machine isn't just modeled visually, it's simulated from the inside out. Kunos has poured years of work into mechanical, electronic, and aerodynamic systems, crafting cars that fight back, respond, and reward mastery. You'll sit behind the wheel of legends like the BMW M2 CS Racing, Mercedes-AMG GT63, and Ford Escort Cosworth RS. Newcomer brands, Maserati, Cadillac, are ready to make their mark. And the tracks? Laser-scanned, brutally accurate. Every bump, camber, and curb faithfully captured. So when your tires kiss the edge of the Suzuka International Racing Course, or the infamous hills of Mount Panorama, you'll feel it in your bones. But the true magic, Customization. Every car. Configuration you'd find at a dealership, engines, wheel sizes, even sunroofs, is here. Visual mods aren't just cosmetic, they can affect performance. The car you build becomes an extension of your driving style, a personal machine, fine-tuned for your unique touch. In EVO, you're not just racing cars, you're building your identity, one upgrade at a time. Racing at its core is about control, the razor-thin line between order and chaos. But what happens when that line begins to blur? In Assetto Corsa EVO, it will, thanks to an ambitious suite of dynamic systems designed to keep even the most seasoned drivers on edge. Weather isn't just a visual flourish here, it's a living force. As you carve through a perfect line, clouds may gather, rain might begin to fall, lightly at first, then in sheets. The track transforms beneath your tires, grip vanishes, puddles form. The ideal racing line? Gone. You adapt, or you lose, and it doesn't end there. EVO tracks feature rubber buildup, subtle evolving grip zones that change lap by lap. Push too hard, too soon, and you'll find yourself skating across worn asphalt with fading traction. For endurance fans, the game offers a full 24-hour race cycle. Light fades to darkness. Temperatures shift. Your once familiar track becomes alien under the stars, demanding total focus, total commitment. And for the first time in the series, EVO ventures beyond closed circuits. A sprawling open-world map set in Germany's Eifel region will gradually unfold, complete with workshops, tuning shops, and rental garages. This isn't just racing, it's survival, on a track that's always alive. Underneath Assetto Corsa, EVO's shimmering visuals and razor-sharp physics lies an equally critical foundation: technology and performance. And make no mistake, this is a serious step forward. For starters, EVO launches with full VR support, right out of the gate. OpenXR, Oculus VR, and Steam VR are all here. Slip on a headset, and you'll find yourself in the driver's seat. Cockpit gauges glowing, reflections dancing across the windshield. Every bump, every subtle shift in terrain is magnified. Prefer a more traditional rig? EVO also supports triple-screen setups, giving hardcore racers the panoramic field of view they crave. With a proper racing wheel and pedal combo, this is as close to reality as your living room will allow. But there's a price. EVO's minimum specs demand an i7 8700K or Ryzen 1500X, 16GB RAM, and a GTX 1070. The recommended tier bumps this to an RTX 2070 or Radeon RX 5600. And yes, you'll need at least 100GB of SSD space. The open-world map alone hints at why. Still, this isn't about brute force. Kunos knows that performance is key for sim racers. Smooth frame rates, precision inputs, and low latency are everything, and they've built EVO from the ground up to deliver that responsiveness, because in this world, a single dropped frame can mean a lost race. So, after all the promise, all the polish, and all the potential risks of early access, the question remains, is Assetto Corsa EVO worth your time? Right now, it's not a polished blockbuster. It's a work in progress, a living, breathing simulator that invites you to be part of its evolution. And in that invitation lies the heart of something rare, a racing experience that's not just about crossing the finish line, but about mastering yourself, your machine, and the ever-changing world around you. For veteran sim racers, this could be a new home. For curious newcomers, a doorway into the purest form of driving. But remember, with every lap you turn, every piece of feedback you leave, you're helping to shape what EVO will become. Now, I want to hear from you. Which car are you most excited to take onto the track? And what's your most unforgettable racing game memory? Drop your thoughts below, and let's keep this conversation racing forward.